Coucou les coucous! De retour à My Time at Sandrock, littéralement quelques secondes après le dernier épisode. Je veux pas faire grand chose dans ma journée, mais j'ai vu que je viens d'avoir un skill. Bon, c'est tout, j'ai juste payé sur. Alright, social. Si jamais je veux maxer tout le monde, ça va aller mieux avec 2 parties par semaine. Une chose que je voulais faire avant de finir le jeu. Passer la balayeuse dans le cimetière, you know. To be polite. Vu que je l'avais plus chez nous, anyway. Alright, ceci dit, je vais quand même couper puis revenir plus tard, probablement demain matin. Comme j'ai dit la dernière fois, je vais probablement juste... J'ai pas de time frame là-dessus. Je vais attendre la mission de demain. Puis on va... après ça, on va faire le Citrus Infusion Avenue. Sinon, pour ce qui est de la durée du let's play, je risque de continuer à jouer. Peut-être somewhat enregistrer ou faire juste des bouts d'épisodes, je suis pas complètement sûr. Avec until que bébé arrive, de toute façon. Techniquement, j'ai mis enceinte Mian, ou j'essaie de mettre enceinte Mian. You know, censorship is a weird thing, et c'est pas clair qu'est-ce qui se passe en attendant. Là. Fait que j'aimerais potentiellement mettre fin à la série avec le bébé, ou au moins me rendre jusqu'au bébé. Normalement, je vais arrêter d'enregistrer et je vais plier. On va quand même prendre notre lunch. Quand même faire nos commissions.
Hey there.
Alright. J'ai été me coucher à peu près 6-7 heures du soir. My wife went pop in my bed. Today's the day to go out on the airship. Better go and check it out. Bye, Mian. Pop out of existence, Mian.
Please keep your hands and feet inside the imaginary,
Aw.
I mean real vehicle.
T'aurais dû juste roll with imaginary. Voir comment le monde aurait réagi.
To your left, you'll see the fabulous Porsche Tunnel, a joint effort, several leagues through solid rock that connect us to our water-shipping neighbors.
Except we don't need that water anymore. J'aime que Gil regarde pas la direction. Regarde tout le reste.
To your right, the fabulous Katori World.
That's to our
Happiest place in the free
right. Just
cities. But don't take my word for it. Take the whole family for a ride on the world-famous Coaster World.
I sure hope Jasmine is having the time of her life. En train de crier par-dessus un engine.
Apologies for the turbulence, but what you're feeling now is only a fraction of the wind that we used to get before. With that, allow me to direct your attention towards...
Nos arbres.
Back forest. And everything else. Over there's all the trees that we planted. With people like my mom, and the builder, and Mr. Zeke, and Mian, and Dia.
Yay!
We've got one more trick up our sleeve, as it were. This airship is equipped with environment-maintaining technology. Incredible. Coming up now on the last stop of the tour.
Faudrait que je vois si ça l'a actuellement poussé, mais je penserais pas. Are we gonna crash land and do the second game?
What you see before you is Martel's Oasis, restored to its former glory through the monumentous efforts of our wonderful townsfolk. Indeed, what you see before you is the jewel of the Eufaula.
Qui est sur le quai?
This concludes the tour. Now, everyone, please just enjoy the ride.
Oh, nice.
Boy, you all weren't kidding. I mean, get this kind of view from the top of the tall sky elevator, but I must say, we lack the horizontal movement.
No? Report? Okay, I tried.
Hey, better not talk to me while I'm flying this thing. Never know when a giant duck might come out of nowhere and cut me off.
There's only one giant duck.
This airship is of top quality. If the Alliance can muster 10, no, 5 of them, we'll never worry about Duvos again.
Pas mal certain que leur airship était pas mal plus gros et pas mal plus intimidant.
We might have to commission one of these from you and your fantastic commerce guild.
Even though our city is known for its culture, sometimes I wish we also have the technical capabilities that you guys.
The technology you use here is very much ahead of the curve. Perhaps we should have gotten along with Chi.
Standing atop a ship
What the
like
fuck is a
this
mole doing
with
in
no
the airship?
intention of riding it into battle? It's a soothing feeling.
Greetings, mon ami. Yes, of course I snuck aboard. The allure of the skies. She was too great. If anyone knows, I am the waiter.
Sure.
Having overseen the construction of a few airships myself, I must say, this one seems a bit different. Ah, I see. It's partly Duvos' design. I'll have to examine the diagram closely to fully grasp its intricacies.
I can see my house from here. Or at least, that's what I would say if not for those darn mountains. Ah well, that's what tunnels are for. Am I right?
Ouais, mais ta maison est par là-bas, de l'autre côté du bateau. Hey, Jasmine.
Yes, I was only allowed to come on the maiden voyage because of nepotism. I don't care.
Excusez, je prends un screenshot. T'es où, toi? T'es ici.
Thanks for carrying the team on this one. Wei was supposed to be here, but he said he was worried about getting airsick.
Et en dessous, maintenant, à notre gauche, on voit mon workshop. J'ai racheté une couple de choses sur le top de mon... de ma maison. Fuck, je viens de me lever, puis déjà 7 heures le soir. Moi, je veux faire le tour. À notre droite, on a le Eufaula Salvage qui arrive. Moi, je vais faire le tour, mais je vais pas vous garder pour un slow-moving vehicle, là, so be right. Whatever, good enough.
Well, how do you feel?
I think I'm kind of airsick, I think. Bored up here, to be honest. Can I see more of this jewel? Enjoying the ride. Ouais, ça c'est bon. Good accomplished. Yes, me too. We've accomplished so much. But while this may be the end of our journey, it's still only the beginning for Sandrock. Fine, I guess. Yes, it can be that way. This is what we've been fighting for so long. And now that we finally have it, well, in a certain sense, I don't feel any different. I think I'm sad, somehow. Really? Me too, player. But it's a good sad. I think maybe we're just sad because it's over. I mean, our struggle, we've won, but now with no serious challenge on the horizon, what follows is some feeling of emptiness. The end of our struggle means not just a new chapter for Sandrock, but for ourselves too. It's just répondre des deux autres. Oh, really? Well, I think we can land here pretty soon. Well, if it'll help kill time for you, player, I've been thinking. Unless I quote some. Fuck, let's go with this.
Yes. Me too. We've accomplished so much. But while this may be the end of our journey, it's still only the beginning for Sandrock. It's been a long
Qu'est-ce qu'elle
road.
fait, Vivi?
Sometimes, when I look at old photographs, I hardly recognize myself. To
C'est dans le milieu.
that flawed person changed to be the one standing here with you now.
He's sharing!
Things looked bleak. Really bleak.
He's sad.
But we had each other. And new friends we made along the way. We pushed through.
Yeah,
we
just like
never
Sarah
gave up, no matter how bad it looked.
Puis là.
And through it all, we were able to create a better world for our children. So,
Nemo qui glide.
I really can't say. But what I do know is that we have earned our destiny.
What you doing?
Every day here.
Des chassals.
Every day belongs to us.
That mortal.
Life goes on here because of what we did, because of all of us. I know we made a difference. I still feel the weight that comes from everything down there. But it's different now. I feel a kind of safety under that weight. Maybe it's because I know we can carry it now.
And we never saw them again. Done by 7 years. It's been 176 days since he got off the train from my wing. Okay. And then registered your workshop. You hear the whisper that Sandrock was a dying town, but you would have guessed it by the face of the diligent workforce, bright with hope. No time at all, you had plenty of new acquaintances who would soon become friends. When you first set foot in Sandrock, Mayor Trudy was off in the desert, experimenting with desert planting. The town you arrived at was a bit disorganized. Yan had allowed a backlog of commission to accumulate, the most important which was the crane lift meant for Rocky and his crew. Day 1, Summer 1. You built, you follow salvage crane lift, orange only. Before long, you learn about the infamous Logan gang as they forcibly boarded the train. Their motivation then were all a mystery. The other danger of Sandrock became apparent quickly, too. Once peaceful group of lizard folk, the Giggler, became hostile and emboldened, launching numerous attacks against Sandrock, which you repelled, ultimately resulting in the destruction of the Shonash Bridge and the literal fall of the Giggler president via his own viewers. Saint Joe, Greenhouse, 23 Jours, Gecko Station. Rebuilding the bridge was no simple task. It took all of Sandrock coming together to make it happen. Ryukichi was pleasantly surprised when the person sent to inspect the bridge turned out to be none other than his childhood friend Mint. Day 1, Autumn. With the bridge restored, everyone breathed a sigh of relief, but the calm was quickly shattered by a brazen attack on the water tower. Fleeing the scene, you came face to face with Logan for the first time. The town was shocked to think that he might have done this. Unwavered, Elsie sought your help in investigating Logan's abandoned home in hope of finding something to explain his behavior, and perhaps even prove his innocence. Little done. Tower repaired enough autumn. In the midst of the storm, you started to learn history of Sandrock and what the citizen really hoped for in the future. Zeke taught you about the straw grid and how to plant crop in Sandrock. You start doing your part towards greenifying the city. When Trudy returned, there was some debate as to whether it was even possible to restore Martel's Oasis to its original form. But ultimately, you persevered and proved to all the naysayers there was hope. Day 6 winter. Yup, our speed up. Yep. Littlewood. As Sandrock began to pick itself up, Bandit attack intensified. Logan kidnapped Matilda at the opening ceremony of the Littlewood. You rescued her unarmed, but Miguel was furious and called for a bounty hunter to track Logan down. This led you to meeting an imposter who turned out to be a friend. Andy the de-bearded Dave Vane. True bounty hunter arrived by it. Sandrock's success in planting the Littlewoods, as well as the excellent handling of crisis after crisis, piqued the interest of world-famous business mogul Musa, who soon paid a visit. The welcoming party did not go as expected. Luckily, Mort persuaded Musa to give the town one more chance to show its worth in Ventinian. Just as he did, however, another eco-crisis reared its head. A strange green ooze was causing pollution from inside of the Valley of Whispering, caused by the Rat Queen's crazy search for her daughter. Some citizens like Rian and Debbie even wanted to leave. Don't tell them that, but they pas sentir mal. Seeing the Sandrocker spirits firsthand, Musa's interest in the town was renewed and he pulled the trigger on the Road to Portia initiative. A plan you work on with Heidi, Chief, Albert, and Mint. Amongst others. Day 2's first phase of tunnel. Despite going quiet for some time, Bronco the Kid managed to find clues that, in a roundabout way, led you all to Logan's hideout. In the end, it was also you alone who made it to the Bandit Den. From here, the conspiracy surrounding Sandrock began to unravel. The Size Spring. Suddenly, it all came to a head when Logan pulled down the statue of Peach in front of everyone at Haru's trial. Turned out that Miguel and Penn were Duvo's agents sent to dry up Sandrock. He exposed them, but they didn't go down without a fight. Our saboteur behind bar all seemed to be well in Sandrock again. Logan and Haru rejoined the town. Grace was preparing to complete her mission, but it was then we discovered the true meaning behind the water conspiracy. Duvos was planning to attack Sandrock. Je veux dire, non, il voulait juste hijacker de quoi dans la montagne. L'attaque est un byproduct. Tango Trigger Leader 20, Built Air Cannon à 19, 20, Defender Sandrock 21. Just when the Sandrocker thought they'd clutch victory from the jaws of defeat, one final Duvos operative revealed herself, Matilda. Pulling the plug on your defense, Duvos was able to swoop in and occupy Sandrock. Pull the plug. It was up to you and the citizens of Sandrock to unfasten their sinister hold on your town. Liberation 22. C'est dans 4 jours. With Sandrock back under the control... Ouais, l'airship, ouais, c'est tout le trou qui est ici, là, c'est fucking huge, ça. Fait que l'airship est fucking huge, si vous me permettez le rude language. With Sandrock back under your control, the decision had to be made whether to stay and wait for the Alliance support or investigate the Duvo's presence in the north. Heroically, you and your friends rode Daisy the Duck headfirst into battle. What? How come we didn't talk about Daisy yet? Logan battled Penn. Over the moon. With Duvos out of the way, there was nothing stopping you and your friend from making Sandrock into the beautiful oasis Mark will always believe it to be. Step by step, her dream became a reality. Road to Portia complete, day 9. With his day of banditry behind him, Logan turned himself in, asking to held to the full account of the law. Nevertheless, it was impossible to ignore the role he played in saving Sandrock, so he was given a lenient sentence. Forlong could once again call himself a Sandrocker. With Yan behind bars, someone had to take up his mantle. Who would have thought it would be his not evil but good twin brother, Wei, who had previously been top lost in the peripheries. Soon after former nemesis of Sandrock, Larry the Geekler president was found, broken. Through the compassion of yours and others, he became a friend and member of Sandrock. With Sandrock becoming livable and more family moving in, Mayor Trudy thought it's right to start investing in education. Mian thought so too and donated most of her payback stolen by Yan to the project. Next, Trudy set their sight back toward the greenification. They size still built. Second round of desert planting, they size. Unfortunately, the portion water and Zeke currently know how weren't enough. They called in an expert from Highwind to console, and to your surprise, along with him, came your old friend Mia. With Professor's luau knowledge and Chi's discoveries up north, you were able to progress technology and build a pipeline bringing even more water to the oasis. It's just Wainsford. The new Sandrock complete, day 15. Kituri was... Oh, il y a quand même eu un demi-mois qui s'est passé. Kituri was finally able to manifest her own dream, the dream of creating an amusement park in Sandrock. Victoria World now brings people from all over the world to enjoy her park and Sandrock culture. All your great successes earned the attention of the free cities, and Sandrock was selected to be the host of the Quennial Alliance Summit, in addition to a grant to build a high-tech airship. After the summit, all the representatives were able to see all of your accomplishments and the beauty of the newly rejuvenated oasis, riding comfortably on your airship, proving once and for all, Martel's oasis the jewel of the Eufaula, had finally returned. Your great adventure was also decorated with the reward of daily life. You took commission off the board at the guild, personally from friend who needed your help. Every contribution you made to town, big and small, made a difference in at least one person's life. Your work in the Commerce Guild was nothing short of legendary. The number you put up for the guild left builders across the land in awe. You will be forever remembered as a standard that all builders strive to reach. Triple commission completed 619. Calculator. 619. Divisé par 166 jours, si j'ai bien compris. 3.12 par jour. Number of expansion, ouais, celle-là, il a pris le bord un peu. Some weekend you went in to do a bit of extra work by inspecting other builders' items. They always appreciate having a pair of experts' eye on their work in order to help them improve. As your commission became more demanding, you began to rely more on the Eufaula salvage and your mole friend to help you get the material you need. Working together, you were all able to make Sandrock a better place. Commissioned them for material 3 times. Donc, 2 fois le Eufaula salvage et 1 fois les moles. No matter how busy you got, you never had trouble keeping the balance. A good night's sleep is the best skincare routine there is. Such it was quite rare to see you with panda eyes. Ça veut juste dire que je me suis couché avant l'heure, la pénalité, plus souvent qu'autrement. Il va falloir que j'aille lire, c'est quoi toutes les différences, c'est des nuances là, qui peuvent se passer ici, je pense. All the huge commission you took on for the town usually put you in contention for the workshop of the year, but it was always just out of your grasp. The other builders really pulled their weight. And it was always easily in my grasp. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does upgrade for your house. All in all, you earn 1.11 million gold. And you know that sometimes you have to spend money to make money. You spend 996,000. Desert is a very thirsty place. You collected 1555 dew, either in your workshop or out in the desert. You bought 2525 units of water from Burgess at the water tower. You used a total of 22 units of water in your machinery. Si on regarde 1555, je vais le diviser par 9. Ça coûtait 10 au début, ça coûtait 9 à la fin. Donc je vais le diviser par 9. On va dire que ça va être le chiffre. Fait que 172. 2700. Puis apparemment, j'ai 20 200 units of water qui sont apparus ailleurs. Ça m'a tout été donné par Burgess avec des poches profondes. Poches pleines d'eau. When it came to your social life, beyond your contribution to your town as a professional, your presence in Sandrock was irreplaceable. You personally touched the life of almost everyone, and are surely to be remembered as one of the most beloved members of the town in history. As the day turned into months, you always tried to find times to participate in the local festival. You grabbed 0 gift during the Day of the Bright Sun, that's not right. You got the most coats in the Chase of Memories to Time, way. You won the running of the Yakmel once, way. You took 15 ditch. Le running of the Yakmel était dans une journée ou deux, si n'a pas été coupé à cause de la endgame, je suis sûr. Cooked 15 dish for the Winter Solstice Barbecue Fest. You served everyone at the dance-off 9 times. You crossed the finish line in the sand running race 3 times. You defeated all the competition in the showdown on High Noon once. You're a real party lover and enjoy the company of friends at home. You often prepare lots of delicious food. I mange des dried dates. Everyone loved going to your house and leave with a full belly and a full heart. In total, you hosted 8 parties? Je rencontre 2, peut-être 3. For some, time spent in Sandrock was a time of romance. And many have found it hard to choose who that special someone might be. But you realize that you only had eyes for one person and made sure to make them yours. That's technically not true. Whatever. Your favorite place to go on date was Whack-A-Mole? Absolument pas. Where you share many happy memories. You had 57 hugs and 29 kisses along the way. You gave 384 gifts. You went out with friends and or on date 8 times. Bit low, mais pas impossible. 20 times you were feeling romantic and you just had to say so to the person you were speaking to. Quand t'as des choses de réponse. Nevertheless, your pointed memory for dates, time, and schedule allow you to keep up the pretense of being in love with just the one. No one ever saw through your veil of treachery. You were caught cheating 0 times. Des 12-3. J'assume que le 3 c'est la 3e saison. Year 2, you got married. Marriage was the only beginning of your happily ever after. There were also quite a few domesticated animals living in and around Sandrock. Despite an initial difficulty fitting in, you helped Banjo find a loving home, and even cure him of his condition. Quiet cat, cute, with a bit of a mean streak, you adopted him and taught him that violence is not always the answer. What nimble acting brain he made up for in being adorable. Still better behaved than Banjo while being twice as excited about everything you ever did. Elsie's it ended up nothing being so much of a menace and more of a faithful friend. On parle de your cat. Il faut que je cherche ça aussi. Since your fall, you cut down 3 trees. Oh, what? Wait a sec, 3? That's amazing. You must have really taken the Sandrock spirit to heart. No doubt your diligence topped the sandstorm or 2, and also Burgess is very proud of you. Ça devrait être 0, ce chiffre-là. The ruins around Sandrock are many and vast, as you yourself can attest to. You stepped foot in nearly every floor of every ruin known to exist. Overall, you end up paying the Civil Corps 1000 gold for their management and maintenance to spend time in the abandoned ruin. With all the valuable material you found, you earned back that money 1,000 times over. Je sais pas si j'aurais fait toutes les... marqué comme les 4 donjons high level, là, ou du moins les 4 battle gauntlet. While adventuring, you encountered and defeated 448 rare monsters. They provide you with unusual material, and in dispatching them, you made the town a safer place as well. Altogether, you dove into Hazardous Ruin 12 times. Very low. Peut-être qu'il y a un update dans le jeu, puis que tu as commencé à compter juste à ce moment-là. Earning the immersion to the Civil Corps, but somewhat worrying your friends and family. Over time, though, you needed to ask for backup from your fellow Civil Corpsmen. They were happy to help you while you focus on other more important things. You commissioned the Civil Corps 7 times in total. So ça de la lure. Showing great combat prowess, you defeated 2200 monsters on your way to victory. Down the road, in the ruins, you found countless data disks left over from the old world. Partnering with Chi at Research Center, you managed to create 472 machines to add to your workshop lineup. Also, while diving, you have found all sorts of relic fragments. Of the 44 types you have encountered, you managed to restore 114. Pas sûr comment je devrais dire ça. Currently, there are 183 exhibits on the display at the Tourist Museum, most of which were donated by you. Thanks to you, many people have been able to learn more about the old world and cherish the new one we all live in. When you came to Sandrock, you could hardly fry an egg, but in time you still ravened even the top chef of the Free Cities. Still, you were never too big to stop in a blue moon from time to time. You learned to cook 0 unique dish. You ate the blue moon 25 times. Not soit ce chef-là devrait être fucking pro. Finding beauty all around you, sometimes you couldn't help but snap a photo. You took 7 photographs in Sandrock. Sometimes you needed some downtime at the Golden Goose. Played games at the Golden Goose 7 times, why? Between the many ups and downs of your adventures, it was always nice to take a break and drop in a line in the quicksand pool. You got 306 fish in total. You even managed to catch the most elusive type of fish, the kingfish, 1 time in fact. 1 times this is. Once you had a stable, you sought out a mount to serve as your faithful seal. You purchased 3 mounts and rode them with great style. Embracing the lifestyle of Sandrock Rancher, you raised animals with love and care. You raised 5 floppy, 4 yak mills. Non, j'avais un... Ça devrait être... Ah, peut-être, mais il a quand même oublié les hands. Many people came into your life when you moved to Sandrock, and some of them are much better off for having met you. Soon you finally became the mayor you always knew she could be. With careful counsel from friend and expert, she confidently leads Sandrock into its age of glory. All she needed was people like you to believe in her. Cooper and Hugo have written many songs based on the event of your life, though they tend to be awful squirrely about admitting it. Tension between Cooper and his daughter have been resolved thanks to your assistance. They always love each other, but now they're better at expressing that and communicating with one another. Maybe we'll approve of the new dynamics, and spend less time stressing and more time providing delectable to the other citizens of Sandrock. The world was made a better place with the apprehension of the violent criminal Penn and the shameless schemester Piano. Matilda, or whatever her real name is, she now has a lot of time to think about what she's done. Hopefully she can still see from space, Sandrock getting greener by the day. Pretty sure she's, if not out of oxygen, then out of water. The old builder Mason read about you in the news and breathed a sigh of relief, glad it was all over. Who knows, however, if his past will ever catch up to him. Burgess stepped up and became the minister of the Sandrock Church of Light, but only because the people of Sandrock gave him the confidence to do so. Justice and Unchair made a name of for the Sandrock Civil Court because of you, not just for drawing photorealistic of an other wanted poster. Once Sandrock became a safer place to live, it made sense to start building a school. Without that, Jane wouldn't have never found her new home in Sandrock. Owen still sits quietly behind the bar at the Blue Moon Saloon, but now he has more stories than ever to tell. Rocky and his wife Crystal have now been extremely justified in being the last salvage company to hold out in Sandrock's slump. The newly found Starship Room, they'll likely be the gave-up relic that'll move them to a bigger house before long. Tori found success by building her businesses and finally her team part. Her drive to prove herself separated her from her family, but in the end she was able to reunite and reconnect with her son, who was very proud of his mother. Miguel fell down into a rabbit hole of dangerous philosophy, which led him to act in ways many would have find hard to forgive. Nevertheless, you persevered and helped him understand that even someone such as himself deserves a second chance. Je vais couper ici. Je vais revenir et on va en faire un autre. Pour le moment, au revoir et à bientôt.